Hello everyone, my name is Zinnius. Welcome back to the channel for more Star Wars. So I am incredibly excited about this. I didn't know I was going to be recording this episode today, but we have a slight update on some of the cards that we're going to be getting for Star Wars Unlimited. So I'm going to take you to the previews and show you what we got. So the big thing that I want to point out, we have a few different ones since the last time. We have more Neil cards. We have Martian Row. I can't remember how to say it. I've read the High Republic books. They're really, really good. I really, really like them. And I'm really excited that they're bringing them to Star Wars Unlimited. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I think there's going to be a lot of cool things that you can do with the Neil cards, or however you say it. But the one that I really wanted to point out is Avar Kriss. This leader makes me so excited. So it comes out on number 9. If the number of resources you control plus the number of times you've used the Force this phase is 9 or more, deploy this leader. So in theory, you can bring her out as early as maybe around 5 or 6, because it's really whenever you've the number of resources you control plus however many times you've used the Force. So if you have a character that's constantly using the Force, like that's incredible. That's really, really cool. But this is such an incredible card because it has the ability to create a Force token. So it kind of leads you to not wanting to use one of the bases that creates the Force. Like, you can just do it here with her action. You don't have to pay any resources or anything like that. You just use her and then you have the Force, which I think is incredible. And then when she flips out, while the Force is with you, this unit gets +4 and gains Overwhelm. So as long as you have a Force token, this girl is 8/10, and in theory you can play her, maybe around 6 or 7. That's incredible. That's incredible. So I want to make a deck with her. I would not be surprised if this leader is kind of going to be my main, just because I love Quinn and I really love the new kit. I definitely will be making a Kit Fisto deck, but this leader has so much appeal to me just because of where it comes from. I mean, the High Republic books are really incredibly well written. So if you haven't read them, I highly recommend them. They're literally in my closet right now, and I might get them out after this because I love them. I really do. But I love how that leader looks. So I might end up just making her my main deck, as long as I can get a pretty decent one, because really it's an in-game unit. It really is what it is. And I kind of like that, just because my Luke deck, my Quinlan Voss deck, my Hera deck, like all of these decks that I make, they're really bad at late game stuff. Like once I get to like resource 5 or 6 and sometimes 7, I really can't keep up with some of these bigger decks. I mean, I kind of combated it a little bit with my Quinn deck by putting in Home 1, which is it's a 9 cost, or as long as the opponent has 3 or more space units, it's a 6 cost, and it hits for 7/8. So it kind of works. It kind of counters some of those bigger units. I also have Han Solo and Kit Fisto in that deck as well, the Quinlan Voss deck. So I'm kind of able to counter that a little bit, but really it doesn't keep up after Quinlan flips out. Like if you aren't hitting them really, really hard early on, I'm not going to be able to keep up. So I think this is going to be really good for me. I'm going to be completely honest. I don't think that I want to use a base that has one of those, when a friendly Force unit attacks, the Force is with you. I don't think that that's going to add anything to this. My first instinct is to pair this with Colossus. And I know that that's a little risky, but I just like that a lot more. And I think this came out, let me get a look at this. I think this came out with a jump to light speed set because it has this little rotation symbol down at the bottom, this A right beneath the Castilian word right here. Basically, if you don't know, after, I think it's after set 9 comes out, once we have, you know, I think 6 full sets in rotation, or sorry, 9 full sets in rotation, they're going to phase out sets 1 through 3. So all of the cards that we're used to playing with, Quinlan or, you know, Green Squadron A-Wing and stuff like that that were in the first set, those are going to be rotated out for Premiere. So we're going to be having to use newer stuff that hasn't been phased out. So I'm kind of getting to the point where I kind of want to build sets just based off of this sets 4, 5, and 6 that come out, just because those aren't going to be phased out for another 2 years. So I'm going to make a set. I mean, you know me, I'm going to do something that's Jedi. I'm going to do something that's Force. Where I cannot spell for the life of Jedi. There we go. Gosh, I missed it. What a dummy. What a dummy I am. Okay, so we have green and blue. I love it. She's a good card. I'm going to put in some Ayla. Chirrut is of the new set, and I do like that. I like a good Sentinel. What is he? Uncommon. So that will be easy when this unit is attacked. You may use the Force. You do the attacker gets -1 to this attack. I love it. Let's do. Well, it's uncommon, so let's do 3. Eth Koth I like because when he's defeated, you may use the Force. If you do, put this card into play as a resource. I like that a lot. It's a rare. I don't care. I'll spend money on it. Gungi is a new card. He's uncommon. I like him a lot. He's a first round Jedi Consular. We'll do that. We'll do 3 Obi-Wans. I think this is a good card as well. I would love to put in Yoda, but he is from the old set. So I'm going to go ahead and do Yaddle instead. I hate that she's a rare. I think that's interesting. Kelleran, he's uncommon. We'll do 3. You know what? We'll do 2 Lukes. It's legendary, so we're only doing 1. Neiman Strike might be cool. What is that? Uncommon? Let's do 2 of those. Repair was reprinted? Heck yeah. Let's get 3 of those going. All right, I'm not going to like this because I don't want to put in stuff that are going to be phased out, but I really do need more Jedi or Force units that, you know, can be in space. So we have 45. Okay, so this is what I have. I have a lot of good round 1 units. I don't have a lot of like late game units, but I think that's okay because I think Avar is going to be that late game unit. I don't know though. I don't know. We'll see. Xenius' flawless masterpiece. On it. You know what? Let's leave that title. Let's leave that title where it is. And then we'll take this to the Force table. So, I actually like upgraded my computer. I got a new graphics card and stuff like that. So hopefully things will be running more smoothly. We'll see. I don't know. But yeah, let's go ahead and try it against Quinn. Oh, what am I doing? Hold on. Why is it? It's not Luke, right? Hold on. Leader, Luke Skywalker. No! Okay, so I think what's going to happen is I'm just going to leave this here. And then I'm going to come back when Force Table accepts it, so I can play it. Because right now it's just coming up as Luke. I'm going to leave this here, and then I'll finish this whenever I can. Hopefully I'll see you soon. And look at that. They added it in the same day. Oh, that makes me so happy. So, okay. I'm first going to start out with Quinlan. Because he's arguably the best. He's very quick. So I worry about being able to keep up. So I'm going to start off with this, I think. I have Gungi right here, so I might as well. We'll go ahead and resource that and that, and then we'll call it good. Okay, but he's doing that, so I'm going to play Gungi, and then I'm going to use her ability to create the force, and then I'll pass. I don't know if that's something that I want to do all the time or what the move is going to be. I'm going to keep... Oh man, this is hard. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, really. I like the experience, but I also love the damage. There's no way to heal the damage like you do in a Kenobi deck, so I'm going to resource that one. Oh, you're going to play the DL Blaster. So, look, I'm going to play... Ooh, what if I did that? That'd be funny. No, I'm going to save that for her. We're going to do that. So, Gungi's a 5/8 round 1. Looky freaking there. Okay, I'm not worried too much about it just because Gungi has so much health right now. Like, that's honestly crazy. The only thing I am worried about, although I might be able to get around it. Let me try this. I want to see what happens. Because the Jedi lightsaber, if it will show it, give the defender -2/-2 for this phase. If I give him -2/-2, he won't. He'll just automatically go away, right? Because the DL Blaster doesn't upgrade him. So I'm going to take a risk. I'm going to see if this works. I'm going to give him -2/-2, and then he just goes away. Boom. What's up? And then I'm going to play Heath Koth. And then I will take the initiative. We don't have any cards really that are allowing me to use the Force. I know I have some. I have the Jedi Consular is one. But that's it. So, I don't know. Interesting. Okay, I'm going to attack him with ETH. Because ultimately, I want him to be defeated so I can put him into play as a resource. Which sucks because I'm playing him to give these guys Force tokens. Or, sorry, experience points. Alright, see, action ability. I can't... There's no need to deploy her. Alright, I'm gonna take the initiative. Sorry, I really like the way this is going, if I'm being honest. Well, he did that just to get rid of Gungi. And psych, I have him again. I'm going to go ahead and resource him, and then I'm going to play Jedi Light Cruiser, I think. Let's go ahead. I'm going to be a jerk. And... yeah, I'm going to be a jerk and take out Quinlan. And I'm going to put him into play as a resource. Yep. Open fire on him. Oh, well, that makes sense. And then I'll swing into his base for 3 from him. I guess I'll... Well, I don't know. I like the restore that Yaddle brings, so I'm gonna... Oh, well. Alright, never mind. I'm not going to... I don't think I'm going to play Constructed Lightsaber. I could play Constructed Lightsaber on her, but I don't think I want to. Also, my Force token disappeared, and I don't know why. Do we know why? Okay, there's the Consular. But I'm not going to be able to play or use the Force until... I don't know. It is a nice card to have. Alright, I'm going to do that. So, I will... Yeah, there's no way I can deploy. Yep, no, I can't. So, I'll do that. Restore. Everyone gets restore. I just don't think there's any way that he's going to get through it. I should have done this in a different order. Okay, I'm going to create the Force. so that when someone inevitably attacks, he's going to get -2. And then I'll also play Jedi Consular. And then pass. So, anyway, I'm going to resource Luke because I don't have a ship right now. So, that's great. All right, let's attack with Yaddle. Restore. Everyone else gets restore. Haha, you don't get to use it. I'll attack with Chirrut because he is a Sentinel, so who knows how long he's going to last. I'm going to hang on to him. We have a Force token, so I'm going to go ahead and deploy her. Oh, no, it's over. It's over. And then attack for 10. Sorry, that's cool. Oh, I love it. This is what I was talking about whenever I said that it's hard for Quinn to keep up with these bigger units once you start getting all these guys out here. Seriously, he can't keep up when you have like Sentinels and Restore and Avar Kriss, who's a 10-13 right now. Oh, I love it. Okay. So we're gonna go again. I'm gonna keep this one, and then I'll be back. You're gonna be able to watch this, but I'll be back when I'm done. Man, you really don't even need... You don't even need to get to Avar. Round 7, man. Round 7. Hold on. Let's see if I can still swing it. Let's see. He may be able to pull it off. There it is. Okay. No, that's fine. This is absolutely fine. Action ability. I can't deploy here, right? Yep. Nope. I'll take the initiative. Yeah. I want to see you deal 16 amounts of damage. Yeah. Do it. No, I'm not. Absolutely not. And Padawan Starfighter finishes it off. So, God. Love this deck, man. Love this deck. Oh. It's overpowered as hell. I love it. Let's see how it does against a space deck. Ah, come on. Wait, okay, no, we're good. We're good. Sorry. uh, man. Too easy. Too easy, am I right? And we didn't even ever go into each other's arenas. He was always in space. I was always on the ground. Beautiful. Beautiful. And I think it was just because I had the advantage of a huge amount of health. Huge amount of health. All right. Last one. That's it, man. That's all I got. Search top 7 for a unit, cost 3 less. Well, I have no resources left, so it has to be Kenobi, which gives him Sentinel, but they're just gonna hit me for 2 over there. So, Revan is a beast. I kind of let that one get a little bit out of control, but I thought the high health and the restore would save me, but it did not. I think if I had had another round where I could have hit with Kelleran, I would have been fine. But man, that was good. I really like that deck. I love the idea of her as a leader. I think we still haven't seen all that there is to offer. I think hold on one second. Let me get back over here. So I think we only have a certain amount of cards. So this is 1 through 60 of 109. So we only have 109, and I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be like, yep, there. So it says 107 right here of 264. So we haven't even seen half of what this set has to offer. So I think that there are going to be a lot more cards that have used the Force, because right now, I think we have like a couple of, events and stuff, like so use the Force and you heal 6 health or something like that, or Jedi Consular, use the Force and play a unit from your hand, it costs 2 less, stuff like that. So I think as we start to see more units come to this preview and what's going to be coming out, I think we will see more of what will go really well with this deck, because I think that's a good strategy, at least when I make this deck, and I know that I will, because I love the High Republic. I love that whole trilogy of books around the Starlight Beacon, whatever it is, Starlight Archives. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's called the Starlight Beacon, actually. I love all of the books around that, so I know that I'm going to be making this deck, and I think there's a lot that can be like nuanced in it, especially with the use the force thing. So thank you so much for watching. If you have anything that you want me to try, if you are seeing any of these new cards that are coming out and you want me to give it a shot, I absolutely can. If you haven't already seen on Force Table, they actually have the 2 starters out already. So you can go on there, play as Qui-Gon, play as Darth Maul. I can already tell that I think Darth Maul is the better of the 2. I've played with them both, and I lost more as Qui-Gon, and I won more as Darth Maul. So just food for thought. Maybe I'm not playing it right. Maybe I don't understand how the set works just yet. But no, it's a lot of fun. So I would definitely say give it a try if you get the chance. So let me know down in the comments below if you want to see anything else from this set or from these cards that have already been released. And I will see you in the next episode. Bye bye.